Hello everyone and welcome to this new video from Free Dreams 106 channel. Today folks, we are talking about a new machine that has arrived in the lab. A machine that is very different from the one we are used to see on this channel. I'm talking about the Tissot L2, the first laser we see on this channel. So, in this video we are embarking on a new adventure with a really interesting product for those who love to create creative projects with different materials. Today, we will see the unboxing and assembly of this machine together. We'll talk about the technical features and start having fun with the first tests. So, let's cut the chase and get into it. Let's start by unwrapping the outer packaging. The first things we find inside the box are the acrylic panels that will form the laser enclosure. Also included are a whole range of accessories such as glasses, assembly tools, a lens cleaning cloth, a box with some materials that we can use for our first tests, and the instruction manual, which is really clear and very detailed. At the bottom of the box, we can find our laser already assembled, on which we only need to install the module. Now we proceed by assembling the outer cover. It doesn't take very long. In an hour and a half, you should be up and running and ready to operate your laser. Be sure to install the pipe to vent the fumes and place it in a suitable location. So here is our laser. It looks very neat and seems very solid. So now we can connect the power cable and insert the USB key that allows us to turn on the laser. It's a form of protection that we have. Laser usually come with classic keys, but on the L2 they've opted for this solution. In addition, if you order the intermediate package like mine, you will also receive the metal panel to place at the base of the laser and the air assistant that allows us to make cleaner cuts on more materials. You can also choose the option with the smoke purifier, the rotating module and the camera. Consider the bundle that best suits your needs based on what you plan to do. Now that we have assembled it, let's talk briefly about the technical characteristics of this laser. I will explain it in a very simple way so that even those who are not familiar with lasers can understand what we are talking about. The Tissot L2 is a diode laser that can engrave and cut many types of materials, from wood, acrylic, leather, cork, paper and cardboard to rubber and even thin metals. In short, it offers us endless possibilities. When we buy it, we can also choose between 3 different laser modules, the 10 watt, the 20 watt and 40 watts. For example, I have the 20 watts one. The general rule is that a more powerful laser will cut more easily, but will be less precise with engravings. So, if you plan to mainly engrave very detailed images, the 10 watts is right for you. If, on the other hand, you plan to create larger projects and few engravings, the 40 watt is the best solution. And the 20 watt is the middle ground that does both well, so to speak. However, we can also purchase different modules and swap them depending on our needs. In fact, changing the modules is super simple. You just need to disconnect the cable, lift the right lever and replace the module. We also have a large working area measuring 41 by 0.5 centimeters by 39.5 centimeters. Perfect for large projects. Okay, but what do we need to start using our laser? First of all, a ventilated work area, because laser fumes are not pleasant to breathe. And please always wear goggles when you use the laser and keep an eye on it when it's working to prevent accidents. We will need also a software to create the instruction to feed to the laser, a bit like the slicer for our 3D printers. We can use Lightburn, for example, or if we want to start with a free alternative, we can use Tuca Studio, the software offered by the company that manufactures the L2. For my first experiments, I've used this website. Although we won't be going into detail about how to start using the laser in this video, if you're interested in this topic, I recommend subscribing because there will be a lot of guides and projects coming up with this machine. So now let's turn on the laser and do some testing. I want to show you my first experiments with both engraving and cutting. The very first test I did was a small engraving at the back of a fox leather notebook before tackling the cover. I chose to simply engrave the name of my channel, and honestly, I was thrilled with the result. Clean lines, perfect contrast, and I didn't have to set anything except choose the material. In fact, Tuca Studio is perfect for beginners because it already has lots of preset profiles for different materials, which is great for those who don't have any experience with the lasers yet. After testing on the back of the notebook, I decided to try engraving the cover with something more complex. An image that I had generated and some text that I had added in Tuca Studio on the theme of time. The result, in my opinion, is amazing. I still need to adjust the alignment, but the effect of the engraving of the notebook is truly stunning. The laser is obviously completely different from a 3D printer and you'll be thrilled as soon as you try it. I also decided to do some tests on wood, probably the most commonly used material with lasers. I took some sheets of plywood to do the first tests, just to get familiar with the laser without wasting good wood. One of the first projects I did was this Porsche model that I found on Thingiverse. I used the laser to cut the different layers and then glue them together to create the final shape. The cut was perfect. The pieces came from the sheet by themselves once the cut was finished, and the finish was really clean. This is a very nice first project to do with your favorite material, such as acrylic or even a mixture of different types of wood. Another very little test I did was engraving on one of the aluminum tags that come with the laser. These are perfect for making a necklace or even a keyring, and there are 3 included in different colors. I opted for the blue one because I really liked the color, and I decided to engrave the My Channel logo and some text on the back. And this is the result. I mean, it's really, really beautiful. I really like the contrast between the blue tag and the silver engraving. And if you can find the settings for aluminum, just check the Tuca website, which suggests the parameters to use for different types of materials. Then we just need to enter these values when we prepare the file, and we are done. But now let's move on to the penultimate projects I want to show you today, because I'm saving my favorite for last. I decided to make a set of bookmarks. Bookmarks and coasters are the perfect projects for testing new machines of any kind, because they are quick to make, you can get creative with the designs, and they are functional. I opted for 4 geometrical patterns that I really liked, and decided to make them with this thick cardboard with a nice gray finish. Cardboard is a material that should not be underestimated with lasers, because it allows us to familiarize ourselves with the machine without wasting wood, and to prototype with before moving on to the final material we want to use for our project. And what can I say about the result? The set turned out super well, and it's awesome. And even though they are simple and minimalist, it's very satisfying to make these useful little projects. But now let's move on to the last project I want to show you today, which is what I made for the Creator Digital Gallery, an online exhibition organized by Tuca. I created this little picture by cutting a wood trace and using a special background, a black sheet that I engraved to reveal the color underneath. This is a very interesting material that we will definitely explore in more depth in future videos. The result is very clean and I really like it. It's perfect for remembering important moments, and the laser is ideal for this personalized object. So, what about the Tuca L2? I think it's an excellent laser, definitely suitable for beginners. In fact, it's my first laser, and it offers a whole range of options that make it perfect as a first laser. First of all, the cover, the enclosure, and the safety systems protect us from accidents and give us peace of mind. The manual is very clear and the laser comes already assembled, so we only need to attach the top cover. Also, the Tuca Studio software is very intuitive and easy to use, as well as free, and allow us to get started right away on our projects. The ability to change the laser module is super easily is a great feature because it allows us to adapt this machine to our needs. In short, it's a really great option for those who want to get started and get into the world of lasers. Of course, we'll take a closer look at this machine in future videos. I will use it to create lots of guides and projects, and we will also see it in combination with 3D printing, because joining these two technologies together allow us to achieve truly amazing results. So, let me know in the comments below which projects you'd like to see, and if you're interested in the world of 3D printing and lasers, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future content. In the meantime, if you like this video, please leave a like down here and check out these tutorials.